Joining us now, Senator Jeff Merkley, Democrat from Oregon, member of the Banking Committee, and one of the strongest supporters of attempting to resurrect actual capitalism in this country and shutting down the giant credit gambling casino. Your name is one of the co-authored names on a piece of legislation that would do a lot of that. What is the status of Merkley-Levin as an effort to try to prevent banks from gambling with bank deposits and effect the Volcker rule?
Yes, where we are right now is we have attached it as a second-degree amendment to the Brown Act, and we've done this because yesterday we were denied the ability to get any vote on it, even though Democrats were absent, and we agreed to have a 60-vote contract, if you will, where we'd have to get 60 votes to pass. Even then, the Republicans didn't want to vote on it. They knew if they voted with the principles of the bill, which were right for their citizens, that Wall Street would be upset with them. So they didn't want to vote yes, didn't want to vote no, they wanted to duck the issue, and they refused to let us have a debate and a vote on the amendment.
What happens from here, and what can people help to do to make sure we get a vote?
Well, the main thing is to push the Republicans to let there be a vote. These two pieces really should be separated. Brownback's amendments are very different than ours. His deals with auto companies. Ours deals with saying that high-risk investing doesn't belong in our banks that take deposits and make loans. You don't want to blow up those banks and send shock waves through the lending world when a high-risk investment house goes down. And you don't want access to the Fed funds, which right now the banks can get that money almost at zero interest, to be diverted into high-risk investing.
Why is it the taxpayers' responsibility to allow the banks access to the Federal Reserve and the Treasury so that they can do high-frequency trading, credit card lending, and uncollateralized derivative trading, which are very profitable? And can I get that same deal?
Yeah, wouldn't we all like to have that deal? Almost 0% interest, and you get to gamble with it. You pay yourself $1 million bonus, and then you walk away if the whole thing goes up in flames. Too bad about the folks who lose their jobs. Too bad about the folks who lose their savings. Too bad about the folks who lose the value of their house. That's just the hoi polloi. You know, this is not the way we build a strong America, is by focusing on short-term $1 million bonuses and billion-dollar profits rather than building the financial foundations of our families. And that's why we've got to restructure the way Wall Street does business.
Are you stunned, Senator, that we're voting cloture on so-called financial reform and the issue at the very heart of this, which is the corruption of the custodial role of the banking system to become a wild speculation chamber for the bankers as opposed to a lending facility for America, is something that's not in the bill, and that you have to fight like this when this really is financial reform? Well,
here's the deal. The responsibility is squarely on the leadership that will not allow these amendments to come up. We could be on this another week, 2 weeks. They are determined to not allow a debate on the issues that will reform and strengthen our financial structure. So it isn't about cloture. It is about Republicans not even allowing supermajority votes. Even that shouldn't be the case. You know, when I was an intern 30 years ago, there was a debate on an amendment, and it was voted on. An hour later, another was voted on, and there were majority votes, and nobody used the 60-vote supermajority to block debate.
No, we'll come back, as Ezra and I were just saying, obviously the problem-solving mechanism in our government is highly corrupted. We'll come back for it another day. Senator Merkley, we can't thank you enough for your efforts to attempt to do the right thing for this country. Truly,
thank you.
Thank you
it's
so
great
much.
to be with you.